Hello, everyone! It has been 7 million years since I made a video about a tarot deck. It's been a long time since I made a video, in general. But I finally just got the Literary Tarot, which I kickstarted back in May of 2021. So 2 years later, finally, or April. I don't know. It's been 2 years. Finally getting this, and I'm really excited to take a look at it, so we're going to take a look at it. As for where I've been and what I've been up to, basically I've been in grad school. That's basically the long and short of it. There's a TLDR version of that, but mostly I've been in grad school, but I am starting to come back to content creation. I've been making video game reviews of Comfy Cozy Games and Witchy Games. If you're interested in my other YouTube channel, it'll be there or there, depending. I don't know which side it's on, but it's on one of these sides. If you are interested in especially witchcraft games, I'm going to be reviewing a lot of those, including my latest review is the Cartomancy Anthology, which is a really cool collection of games that explore the major arcana and tarot. So, check it out. But for now, we're going to look at the Literary Tarot. I backed this on Kickstarter a long time ago, and I honestly got frustrated with with it, just because, like, I understand delays because of COVID and everything, but everything was taking a lot longer, and then they screwed up the shipping. I ended up having to pay $18 additional for shipping for this, after paying $45 for the Kickstarter, so I wasn't too happy about that. Hi, Felix. Felix wasn't happy about that either. But now that it's here, I'm happy that I finally have it. We're going to take a look at it. It's a unique deck where every card is based on a different work of fiction. I know there's Alice in Wonderland. There's the Round Table from King Arthur, which I love Arthurian legends. There's really cool references, and I am a big, huge literature nerd. If you can't tell from the theme of this channel, Lunar Libraries. I am in grad school to be a librarian. I love literature, and I am really excited to see what this deck has in store. Also, as a note, this is, I think, the last tarot deck that Rachel Pollack worked on. Rachel Pollack, absolute tarot legend, sadly passed away not too long ago, just a few weeks ago from the time of recording this video. I think this is the last tarot deck that she worked on, so it has a little special sentiment because of that. If you are not familiar with Rachel Pollack, please check her out. She was amazing in all facets of life. Did trans activism since the 70s. It was a great, wonderful professional tarot reader, and wrote 78 Degrees of Wisdom, which I recommend to everyone, but also wrote comic book series, including, I think, the first trans character in the, DC Comics universe. I'm not into comics, so I'm not sure which universe, but really great. Check her out. But yeah, I think this is the last deck. So we're going to take a look at it. It has this kind of opening like you're opening a book, but also it did come with some extras, and I think they included a couple extra things because of how long the Kickstarter took to fulfill. So we have this pin that has the I think it has all 4 of the suits that are used in this deck. It's not the it's not coins and wands and stuff. It's the feather, it's the quill and the ink and stuff, like literary motif. And then we also have a few postcard size prints of a few tarot cards. So this card is from Dracula. And on the back, it has a little text that says, "We seem to be drifting into unknown places in unknown ways. Jonathan Harker's journal." From Dracula. I'm not sure which card this is. I have my theories, but we'll check. And then we have Alice in Wonderland. That says on the back, "We're all mad here. I'm mad. You're mad. The Cheshire Cat." I'm guessing this is the moon. We got a lovely little moon up there in the sky, and it does kind of look like the moon, so we'll see. And then we have the Lady of the Lake. My beloved Arthurian legends says, "Merlin made the round table in tokening of roundness of the world." That's a lie. You know who made the round table? Circumference. Thank you. But this is beautiful. It mentions the world, so maybe it's the world, but it doesn't seem like the world to me. So we'll see. We'll see what card it is. But before we get to looking at the deck, I did back the Kickstarter for a couple extra things besides the deck. I have this reading cloth, which honestly is nice, but I feel like the gold feels like it's going to wash off or it sticks together. So I'm like, hopefully it'll be better with use once I use it a little, but it's kind of right now questionable quality. We'll see. Like, it's good quality, but it's questionable. I'm not too faithful about it. But also, I got this book. Look at this book. So it is a book of all of the cards. It's fully illustrated, fully colored, with pages upon pages about every single card, and I'm so excited to take a look at it. I haven't looked. So we're gonna look at this together, but it's massive. It's like a full book. I'm so excited for this. This might be what I'm most excited about. I might be more excited about this book than the actual deck. We'll see. We'll take a look at the deck. So, with that, let's go take a look. So we've got this all laid out on the new tarot cloth. It's pretty shiny in the camera. It's a pretty shiny deck, honestly. So I'm going to hopefully not get the shine too much in the way. I want you to see the shiny, but I don't want it to be a glare. So first we're going to take a look at this book, because this book, first of all, it's clearly never been opened before. We've got a table of contents with intro and how-to guide, majors, minors. And then we have the suit of ink, suit of light, suit of quills, and suit of parchment. And so that's what I wanted to check, because when they were sharing the artwork, it was a little hard. They were teasing the artwork. It was a little hard to tell which suit is which. Okay, it is the world. The Lady of the Lake is the world. Haha. But it was kind of hard to tell which. I was like, I think this is it, but I wasn't sure. So, we're going to go to page 64 and see what it says. If it tells us right off the bat which one. The sun is Black Beauty. Are you kidding me? My little horse girl heart is so happy about that. Okay, so wands are ink. Okay, here we go. This is exactly what I wanted to look for because I couldn't figure it out just by the teasers. So wands are ink, cups are light, the candles, swords are quills, and coins are parchment. So that's what I'm going to have to keep in mind. So I thought the swords and quills made sense, but then like there were a couple cards where I was like, maybe they're wands. I also thought maybe light would be wands because fire. Oh, look, we flipped to Rachel Pollock's card. So she did Oedipus Rex. There's more in the back that are extra booster cards. I did not get the booster cards, although I really wanted some of them, especially like Anansi. So I did want some of them, but I did not get them, and I'll just have to be happy with that. But and then we have like the all about the artists who designed the cards also. Which so this is really well done. There's a lot to this. I'm excited to check it out. Look at the ship on the back. I'm really excited to check it out. And now we have the cards themselves. Inside of the box. This is a nice box, but I also feel like it's very stiff, so I feel like it might if I like throw it in my backpack like I do with a lot of decks and boxes, I feel like it might fall apart. I don't know. It's really stiff. Maybe it just needs to be loosened up a little from use, but it's good. It's a nice box. I like the inside. And it does come with a little white book. So not quite as much information, not full color images of each of the cards. But still a lot of information, what you would expect from a little white book, you know? But I've got the giant book, so I'm okay with, I don't need all the information in here. Hopefully these are in order, because sometimes I get them and I have to stealthily put them in order after flipping through a little. They're nice and gilded on the sides. They're all kind of stuck together. So this flip through will be good for that reason as well. So here we go. Let's look at the literary tarot. So I definitely have my favorites that I love seeing. First of all, the sun is gorgeous. 9 of Light of my hero, Anne of Green Gables. I love her. I love the 8 of Swords or the 8 of Quills as the yellow wallpaper. Also, just the 4 of Quills, Walden. Look at this. This is so peaceful. I want to go here. So many of these are so good. I'm not familiar with all of the stories. I consider myself well read, but I haven't read everything. So I'm going to definitely have to check out the book to read about some of these. This is definitely a deck that a little relies on the imagery, but also relies on knowing the stories that they're telling, kind of like the Tarot of the Divine that I have. That is based on fairy tales and folklore, another literary deck, but also relies on you knowing the stories because all of the tarot imagery that we're used to is not in these, although you get a little bit of it, but knowing the stories helps with the interpretations of each card. I'm excited to check these out to read the book. Also, now that the deck has been gone through and they're not sticking all together, I'm actually surprised the cards are a lot thinner than I thought they were going to be, which is not a bad thing. They're just, I thought they were, like, from the first picking them up, I thought they were going to be really thick, like my last unicorn cards, and they're not. So people who have a difficult time like shuffling thicker cards probably shouldn't have, even though they're big, they're the bigger size tarot cards, but people who have difficult time shuffling thicker tarot cards shouldn't have a difficult time with these. They bend really well. They're really nice quality. They're really nice quality, but they don't they're not super thick, so they shuffle well already. Usually sometimes when I get decks straight out of the box, I have to loosen them up a little before I can shuffle them well, but these are doing pretty well right out the box now that I've gone through each card individually and unstuck them to each other. But I'm excited to read about them in this book and get familiar with this deck. And yeah, I guess I'll check in a while. Also, this card, I need to check out what this is. King of Light, but I have finally gone back and I'm finally actually watching all of Game of Thrones. I only watched through the 3rd season when it was airing, and I just started the other day and I'm like, that's Jason Momoa. It's not. This is the Odyssey. but it's Jason Momoa. Come on. So I am excited to check these out and just re-familiarize myself with some stories I haven't read in a really long time and check out some other stories. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I love the art style. I think there were 5 different artists that worked on this. Maybe a couple more, but it all works together seamlessly, all the different, like, even though each artist worked on them separately, like, each one had a different suit, they work together really well. I love the gold accents. Okay, you know what? I was frustrated about this project, and understanding about COVID delays and stuff, like understanding about that, but I was frustrated about the project. But now that I have them in my hands and they're beautiful, look at that, I love it. just like, I'm excited to actually have it now and check it out. So I'm gonna go get to know my new deck. What was your favorite card? What's your favorite story that you saw in these cards? I want to know. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful, magical day.